Hello and welcome to AD Productions. It's a cold winter's Martin Luther King Jr. Day in Conneaut, Ohio, as GP38-2 number 5183 is started up for the morning and moved to begin making up its train to head west. Today, the 5183 is assigned to C63, the Fairport local, as it's known by rail fans. This local travels west out of Conneaut to Perry, Ohio, where it enters the Fairport branch to continue the rest of the 8 miles to Fairport Harbor in Painesville, Ohio. We would take this cold and bitter Martin Luther King Jr. Day to follow this local around as it performed its switching duties, starting here in Conneaut, Ohio. GP38-2 number 5183 was built in October of 1976 for the Southern Railway. When this unit was delivered, it retained a high hood cab, which stayed on the locomotive until 2015, when it received an Admiral cab, which it has in this video, in 2015 as part of the Norfolk Southern Admiral cab rebuild program for the GP38-2 high hoods. Now let's watch as 5183 runs around its consist in preparation to depart Conneaut, Ohio. After Conneaut, we would catch the train as it speeds through Ashtabula, Ohio, flying over the trestle and through a classic nickel plate road era crossing on Route 84. We would then watch as the train enters the Fairport branch and passes Park Road through a flurry of lake effect snow. As the train nears Fairport Harbor and rounds the bend, it passes by the Horizon Rail Leasing Service storage yard. A genset switcher, which was recently acquired from Norfolk Southern, is seen to the right of the local. Arriving at Fairport Harbor, the train has detached the coupled hoppers bound for LyondellBasell, the customer at the end of the line at the harbor, and the cars will now be back down the spur to the plants. For the next hour and a half, the local would switch out the LyondellBasell plant. Note the mouth to Fairport Harbor and Lake Erie situated to the left of the frame. Arriving back to the switchback point, the two covered hoppers will now be coupled to the rest of the train. With the train in one piece, the conductor would make his way back to this ex-Conrail caboose, which is being used as a shoving platform as the train will be shoved all the way to Magnus International Group, its next customer. After passing our cameras at this location, the train would switch out Magnus International Group, which was completely inaccessible for cameras. We would next catch up to the train after it had completed switching this industry, which is pictured to the left of the screen. With switching at Magnus International complete, the GP38-2 shoves its train onto the main track, pictured here. Then after uncoupling, the locomotive will run around its consist to be back on the head end. Before completely coupling to the front end of its consist, the locomotive would switch out Nova Chemicals. Moving east to Park Road, we watch as the train heads east towards the Norfolk Southern Lake Erie district. Moving to Maple Street, we are at the end of the Fairport branch, as the switch to the Lake Erie district is just behind our cameras, where the train will once again join the main line. As C64 throttles up to track speed, we thank you for watching AD Productions, and we hope you enjoyed this video. As always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more railroading content just like this. Happy rail fanning and train chasing.